Welcome back to another episode of Ordinary Guys Bourbon. Today with me, our very special guest, a guy who's anything but ordinary, Ken Pluff. You've been on the program a couple times.
Si, senor.
Welcome to the show. We had the episode where we spoke Spanish only.
Oh, okay.
At least for the first minute. That was what
Right.
Sid. It didn't last long.
Yeah.
I don't know much.
It wouldn't work with me anyway. I don't know how to speak Spanish.
You know, as we were getting ready to record this episode, as you know, the phone kept on ringing.
Yes.
And it was a distraction.
Yes.
To us. And I started thinking about things. You know, Google's about to release their new flagship phone.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited about that. Looking forward to upgrading from the Pixel 6, which is what we're recording on right now, to a Pixel 10. Maybe a Pixel 10 Pro. Who knows? Who knows?
Go for the Pro.
Who knows?
Go for the gusto.
But I started thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know, it's amazing how much technology has come along. And I'm not a very big adopter of technology, right? But if you
want to
about
learn, I can teach you.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
But you think about things, and like we're recording on a cell phone right now.
Yes.
You know, and we've got some mics, and hopefully the sound comes out okay. I try to do some editing work, right? Don't never blow on a microphone.
Okay.
You're not supposed to do that.
All right.
But you think about it, like if you go back like 1995, 1996, like cell phones were not everywhere.
Like 60 years after I was born.
Well, maybe, but like you remember, like what was your first cell phone?
It was mounted to the center console of the Mustang.
Really?
Yes.
And do you remember what you paid for that thing?
No, $750, I think. It was
the installation of the phone.
The whole 9 yards, yes.
But like
had the antenna drilled into the side glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And then you think about like you probably paid like by minutes and by call.
Absolutely. You
Right.
paid by the minute.
And heaven forbid you live like we did in Metro Detroit, close to the border of Canada.
Yes.
Right. And if you were in like a Gros Isle or downriver, there would always be that area where like they're bouncing you off of Canadian towers.
International call, baby.
It's like $1.10 a minute.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, things were.
It was criminal.
And then you know they had beepers, right? And like some companies, like Ford still uses beepers, right, to communicate with technicians.
Yes.
But they had two-way pagers, right? They had like a clamshell that you'd open up and they could respond back, right?
I wasn't that important.
Well, but I mean, neither was I. But still, they had them.
Yes.
Right. And then like remember there was like Nextel came out.
Dude, I say yes a lot.
I say right a lot, not as much as Franciscovich. No, but still a lot. I've tried to like make an effort. Like I'm not gonna say right.
Right. Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I also said there was a video a couple weeks ago where I couldn't say it. Really.
Was Sam on the video?
No, really. But like Nextel, remember Nextel? They had the two-way radio.
Yeah.
You were saying
that was great.
What was the story you were telling me about that earlier?
So, some friends of mine had gone up north earlier in the day on their way to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, snowmobiling.
Cross country.
And yes, absolutely. And I was still in the plant, and I hit them up, and it went beep beep. And I said, "Where are you guys at?" "We're crossing the Mackinac Ridge." And I thought that was like magic.
We're done. The technology can advance no more.
Yeah, like we are as close to God as we could possibly be.
Yeah.
We're right there.
We're right there.
Right there.
And I don't remember what year it was when the iPhone was released. But that was like that changed everything.
Yeah.
Like there was like Research in Motion, which is the parent company of BlackBerry.
Okay.
Like they were still trying to like have a legitimate company. I don't know if they exist anymore. I don't know. But I mean, iPhones just took off. I don't know what the market share is between the iPhone and Android, but
I know, but
I think it's more
people
more iPhone.
They will fight over that.
Yeah, it's almost like we don't talk about politics on the show.
Right.
We don't talk about religion on the show, and it's almost like maybe we should add we don't talk about like your iOS versus because people are so passionate.
I don't want to get involved.
I mean, who really cares?
I don't need the drama.
Who really cares?
No.
You know, they're all the same.
You know,
it's just what you're comfortable with, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm comfortable with how
point B, I'm good.
Well, I'm comfortable with how Android apps work and how they close. You know, and I tried having Apple. I mean, Ford issued the Apple phones, right? So I had the work phone and the Android phone, and I couldn't figure out how to close stuff or open stuff. And then like the case was intrusive on my giant thumbs.
Fingers.
Yeah, trying to text back to people and so on. I didn't like it. So I ended up having all my Ford calls. But
Forwarded?
They forwarded it to my personal phone.
Right.
Just so I didn't have to deal with that.
That's right.
Yep. But it's amazing. I was watching a show earlier today on YouTube that was about 80s products that were giant failures.
Okay.
Do you know Colgate had a lasagna? But how gross is that?
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah. So listen, here's what we got today. We've got Basil Hayden.
Okay.
Right? Basil Hayden, it's I like this bourbon.
It looks good.
I like this bourbon. But
I love the chastity belt it has.
Well, I might have to edit that out.
All right.
But yeah, it's got a nice wrapping.
All right.
So here's my research. This was I paid $32.99 for this bottle. So it was marked down from $39.99 at Binny's.
Okay.
Right? Basil Hayden is a high rye Kentucky straight bourbon that was launched in 1992 by Booker No. He's a 6th generation master distiller at Jim Beam. So we've talked about Jim Beam family before. It's one of Jim Beam's 4 bourbons in their small batch collection. The others being Booker's, Baker's, and Knob Creek. Only Booker's was introduced in well, hold on. My notes here are sloppy.
My glasses.
They might be. I mean,
I think they are.
Booker's came out 4 years earlier than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I had a typo here in my notes. Well, that's a shame.
That's like 3.
Yeah.
Mistake number 3 in your whole way.
3.5.
3.5.
Basil Hayden was born in 1744. He was the youngest of 3 sons born to George and Mary Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
George and Mary had emigrated from England to St. Mary's County in Maryland in the late 1600s as Catholics were escaping King Henry's Protestant England. In 1771, Basil married Henrietta Cole and had a total of, wait for it, 16 children.
Jeez,
that was over the span of their life together. The Hayden family were rye farmers in Maryland until in 1785 they led over 100 Catholic parishioners through Cumberland Gap to settle near Bardstown, Kentucky. Now, to illustrate what a huge undertaking this migration was, consider that right now, 2025, it would take about 11 hours by car to traverse that distance. Right? By foot, that trip, according to Google Maps, would take 241 hours. But remember, Cumberland Gap is the passageway between the Appalachian Mountains, which stand majestically between Maryland and Kentucky.
Yes.
And it wasn't like there were roads in 1785. No. The 655-mile trip that Google Maps shows us today was likely considerably longer. 9 of Basil and Henrietta's 16 children were traveling with them. The others hadn't been born yet. 4 of the children died along the trip.
Oh my goodness.
3 more died shortly after arriving to Kentucky.
Oh.
So all told, only 6 of the total 16 children that Basil and Henrietta had survived to adulthood.
Well, I don't want to be like morbid or anything, but that's why they had so many. Like,
well,
the odds.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common.
Yeah.
In that time. A few others that migrated from Maryland to Kentucky. You might remember these names: Jacob Beam, he arrived in 1790, and William Willett Sr. arrived in 1792. The Beams were neighbors of Basil Hayden and his family in Nelson County.
Jimmy?
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Okay.
Same guy.
All right.
So Basil began distilling a high-rye variant of whiskey upon settling, which made Basil one of the wealthier merchants in the area. The amount of rye in the whiskey was, at the time, considered a rule-breaking amount and produced a spicier yet sweet profile. It was unlike other bourbons available at the time, making it very popular. Their wealth afforded them the ability to donate land for the first Catholic church in Kentucky and the first west of the Allegheny Mountains.
Right.
He passed away in 1804. In 1885, his grandson, Lewis Hayden, restored the distillery and began making whiskey again. Lewis's second son, Raymond Bishop Hayden, continued the family business, growing into a commercial scale. The farmland valued at the equivalent of about $1 million in today's money. Raymond Bishop introduced Old Granddad, named after Basil, which had been produced since 1882. So same bourbon produced for a couple years there. The Old Granddad product, the tribute that Raymond Bishop had to his great-granddad Basil Hayden, changed hands over time, as many bourbons do. It was sold to the Wathen family in 1899. It later became part of the American Medicinal Spirits Company and the National Distillers Group. National Distillers Group sold the spirits business to Fortune Brands in 1987, which became Beam Incorporated, and then of course Beam Suntory in 2014, and rebranded to Suntory Global Spirits in 2024. So, interestingly, so if you think about this, Jacob Beam, who had lived next door to Basil Hayden, fast forward a couple hundred years, and Jim Beam owns the product. Right? But anyways, this bourbon, again, it was created by Booker No with inspiration from Basil Hayden's style. The mash bill is offering 63% corn, 27% rye, and 10% malted barley. It's bottled at 80 proof and aged somewhere between 5 to 7 years. The bottle used to say it was a 7-year product. Now it says artfully aged. There are a few other Basil Hayden variants. There's Basil Hayden Toast, a 10-year, a dark rye, a malted rye, a red wine cask finished product, and subtle smoked, which sounds delicious. I'm gonna try that.
Right.
And by the way, Basil Hayden's first name was actually Meredith.
Meredith? Was it a chick?
I should have led with that. Yeah.
Are they from Illinois? And he's like
20%. I don't have to know that, you know. So that's Basil Hayden. This product here. It's a Jim Beam product. It's modeled after the distilling style that Basil Hayden had. Certainly there's some lineage there.
Yeah.
Right. Great story. I think probably most of that story is true.
Seems like it would be.
So here we've got it in our mugs because I only have one glass.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. I'm always interested to see what your take is. Your first.
Because I'm not a bourbon drinker.
No, you're not.
I'm more of a beer drinker, honestly.
What do you think?
Completely transparent. I never drink liquor.
What do you think of those?
I like this. I would actually drink this on a regular basis.
It's pretty smooth.
Yeah, I mean,
easy.
Not neat, but you know, with ice and a little water, it's easy. It goes down easy.
Well, let's get after the scoring here. So you've done this before, right?
A couple times.
So Heritage maximum score is 20.
There's quite a bit of heritage there.
I think so too. What do you score at?
I would love to go like 17, 18, but that would really challenge me at the end.
I'll help you if you'd like.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna go with 18.
That's exactly what I'm gonna go with, but I'm gonna have to add a 2 somewhere down the line.
Taste and drinkability maximum score is 40.
I'm gonna say 32.
So, for newer viewers, what Ken's doing here is that quite comically, Ken was on the program a couple times, and the math didn't quite add up right. Which is, it's a surprising phenomenon. It's people that have been very special guests on Ordinary Guys Bourbon podcasts have always like really clammed up when we start filming. Like it's something that like the most social person.
It is
that they really get nervous when the Pixel 6 is on a tripod, right? That's what does it, right? But then, like sometimes, like Mike was on, Francis Mitch, who clearly knows math. Clearly does,
absolutely,
because
a machinist,
a machining expert.
Yeah, you would think.
And one of our viewers had pointed out that his math was wrong, and so you know we've kind of harped on that probably to a point of overkill.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's because of how anyone that does this kind of a thing, they get real nervous.
Yes.
We're just talking.
Surprisingly,
we're like in the kitchen talking.
Because I am a very sociable person, but you get in front of a camera and it's odd. I can't explain it, but.
Well, I'm going to give taste and drinkability a 36.
Okay.
And I see you're doing the easy math. Affordability. So this product, again, it's part of the small batch collection. There's four bourbons that Jim Beam came out with. Mm-hmm. I think the first one, Booker, so I think it came out in '88, but it doesn't matter. Right. This was all before the bourbon boom, right? So there were 4 products: the Bookers, the Basil Haydens, the Knob Creek, and the Bakers that they introduced. And really, bourbon had taken off in the really late '90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. There was an article I was reading a couple days ago, and my cousin actually sent me the same article this morning about how you know, Americans aren't drinking as much. Like 54% of Americans don't recognize or don't bin themselves as drinkers.
They must not work in the manufacturing industry.
Probably not. But it was interesting because, you know, this market has had a very long boom period.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not a speculative person, right? But like if interest in bourbon and spirits is starting to diminish, right? Then, you know, when a company is trying to plan their inventory, plan their production for bourbon, they're planning 4, 5, 6, 8 years in advance.
Huge forecast.
So like these bourbon manufacturers that have been just at full tilt, right? Putting liquid in barrels, storing that away, having it age. If the market if it softens, you know, this could be something that's significant.
Yeah.
You know, and it's I don't know how they forecast that kind of stuff. But
I'm sure there are some formulas, but I think a lot of it has to do. It's going to help them tremendously, but I do believe that a lot of it has to do with, you know, with the popularity of bourbon, right?
Yeah.
And so many people just out of the blue, out of the weeds, jumping into that, on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Some of it isn't.
But I think people that enjoy bourbon, like myself, like maybe we're trying to convert you. Like my dad certainly enjoys an occasional glass of bourbon.
Yep.
I think those people will continue to enjoy it, and you know, maybe like the allure, the difficulty in finding bottles, the secondary market price hikes, right? Like remember, like a bottle of Blanton's you used to be able to get at any store for $60, right? And now I did find a bottle of Blanton's last week. Yeah, last week for $78. I've never seen that cheap in like 10 years. Right? It was in Indiana, yes.
Okay, good.
But you know, it's. I think maybe the pricing will change a little bit, right?
Yeah, it'll definitely adjust.
And there have been 3 distilleries that have that are going through or have gone through bankruptcy restructuring, right?
Yep.
And I hope they make it out okay,
right,
in their efforts. But it's an interesting time.
Yeah,
interesting time. You know. So affordability. So affordability for this one. Again, this is normally a $39 offering at Minis, but I got it for $32.
Ooh, I would do that
all
day long.
And this is not a rebate.
And I'm not a bourbon drinker, but I would, for $32, even $39, I would buy that.
I really think so.
I absolutely would.
So, but what do you score it? Because it's a maximum of 30.
All right. I'm gonna be honest, man. A lot of the real high-end bourbons that you know, exposed me to. Right now, this is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
And it's not that expensive.
No, and you know what? I also like, normally I don't like the spicier rye.
I don't get the spice in it.
I don't get that either.
And I don't want to get off into the weeds.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to.
No. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, as a non-bourbon drinker, it goes down easy.
It does. But this category is just focused on the affordability. All right, $32 or $39, one of those two.
Right.
I'm gonna give this a 20. 24.
I'm going 25 for obvious reasons.
Then the last category is design, and I want to tell you that
I love it.
I'm not sure when they changed the bottle design, but the bottle used to have like a shawl that went over the bottle, and it had like this band, which you call the chastity band. This band used to be like made out of like bamboo or wicker or something like that. It was terrible. It was a beautiful bottle, but the stupid paper shawl thing with this bamboo whatever. This modification with the little rivets hold this little copper band around. You know, I like the cork.
Yep.
There's nothing fancy about the bottle shape. No. You know. But then, like the it's a torn piece of paper.
Yep. I like that.
I think it looks classy.
I think so too. And you know, I like this style bottle because it reminds me of something that would be on the shelf in the 1800s, right?
Yeah.
And then the chastity belt just puts it over the top.
So design, the maximum was 10. So what do you have?
Hold on. I want to go with a 5.
But you can do the math here. You're in the home stretch, right?
Don't count on it. I really want to do 8, but then I would have to add on both hands.
Well, I gave it an 8, and that makes my overall score an 86.
All right, so mine is an 80.
You can do it.
3.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So this was Basil Hayden. And,
Yes.
and sometimes when I tell people, I call it Basil.
Bedazzled.
What's Basil?
Mhm.
Basil, Basil.
Yeah.
That's not really fun.
No.
But you know, you can't win all the
No,
jokes.
you can't. No.
So that's that, and yeah, I'll tell you, there was a SLB Drinks, fantastic YouTube channel.
Okay.
Fantastic YouTube channel. They had an episode I think last week where they were talking about they had 5 different 7-year products. This was not one of them because it's not 7 years ago. But they had 2 products that were from Heaven Hill, and then 3 products that were from Jim Beam lineage, right? And so Jim Beam Black is a 7-year product.
Yeah.
They came in 3rd place in their taste test. It was interesting. If you want to learn stuff, like go to those channels,
Okay.
right? Like
Yeah.
SLB Drinks is fantastic. There's a couple other channels that I watch a lot, and I'll try to put the links in the description, right?
Okay.
But there are some good, better than us, right? But we're just getting started,
Yeah.
right? We're just getting started.
Yeah.
So,
Just
and
wet.
but Basil Hayden, maybe a 7-year, maybe a 5-year, who knows?
Okay.
But 86 for me, 83 for you, those are some high scores.
Yeah.
So if you can get this
It's
at
good.
a little bit of markdown, it's a fancy bottle, and I'd love to try their, what was the one I said they had? Subtle Smoke.
So
Because we had their toast. I've had their toast, and I like that. Subtle Smoke.
if you get the subtle smoke, invite me back. I'm hard to track down, but I'll give you my number.
I know where you live.
Do you? Okay. I live on his couch, by the way.
Until next time, from Ordinary Guys Bourbon. Cheers.
See ya.